Hey moviegoers, Dimitri Panos here, host of the Cinescope, Movies Under a New Lens. In this episode, I'll be putting the movie Wicked for Good under the Cinescope. About a year ago, I unapologetically loved the theatrical version of Wicked. I didn't really expect to. And last year, I had even hoped and wished that movie to win Best Picture. It sadly didn't, and to this day, I still believe it to be a big mistake of the Academy. This year, I feel they can and should correct that mistake with Wicked for Good. They probably won't. But Wicked for Good will put an emotional rainbow in your heart. The movie starts off vibrant in color and tone, yet as it moves along, it slowly turns dark. And one scene around the middle of the film, well, it's the last of what can be considered bright and happy. Because from there on in, the story, the music, the lyrics, albeit they're hopeful at times, well, nonetheless, they become emotionally gut-wrenching. It's been a year-long intermission. Wicked for Good picks up not too long after Elphaba has defied gravity. She flew off to exile. She lives in the forests of Oz and continues to fight for the rights and freedoms of the animals. And more importantly, she fights to expose the truth of the symbolic regime of the self-proclaimed, albeit very fraudulent, wizard. Galinda, now just Glinda, I don't know why, I just like saying Galinda. Well, she's become Oz's glamorous beacon of good. Prince Fiero, now head of the task force ordered to hunt the Wicked Witch of the West down. All the while, surprise, wedding bells are in the air for Glinda and Fiero, and all roads lead to Oz as the yellow brick road is set to open. Elphaba's sister, Nessa Rose, is now governor of Munchkin Land. The responsibilities of the job weighing heavily on her life. Her relationship with Elphaba, well, it's practically non-existent. Ever since Elphaba went into exile and her boyfriend Bach, well, he lives in quiet disillusionment. All the while, this little girl from Kansas who's blown into town. She's on a quest to see the wizard. Her adventures are but a mere backdrop to the turmoil happening within the Emerald City that goes far beyond lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Life for all was happier at Shiz University. Wicked for Good goes on to prove that some of those bonds are unbreakable. Glinda and Elphaba are friends for life, no matter their current circumstances. No matter what those around them think, each has made a profound change in each other's life for good. Look, I cannot emphasize enough how wonderful and beautiful Wicked for Good is. Its themes of friendship, love, and sacrifice are timeless. Wicked and now Wicked for Good offer a brand new perspective to the already family classic, The Wizard of Oz. I believe the three movies can be watched in tandem and will only enrich the experience and grant new meaning for new generations. It's the power of movies, the magic of movies. For those reasons alone, Wicked for Good should be in strong consideration as Best Picture. More examples coming up. What director John M. Chu accomplishes is nothing short of Herculean, having to oversee the music, the choreography, the production design, the visual effects, both practical and the special effects, the cinematography, and oh yeah, the acting. He has a spectacular team behind him and a great eye. He literally has to be the ringmaster. Many scenes come to mind. Thank goodness I couldn't be happier. Glinda is celebrating the opening of the Yellow Brick Road and the announcement of her engagement to Fiyero. So much happening in the scene. Prima ballerinas in pink, munchkins dancing, and Chu must also steal away to Glinda and Fiyero to show their strain, or rather sorrow, for Elphaba. It's sorrowful and delightful at the same time. There's something wonderful, mentioned earlier as perhaps the last Glinda and Elphaba are happy together with hope in their hearts. As someone watching it all play out on the huge silver screen, well, I felt the happiness and hope. Then there is one of the film's best and major set pieces. It's called No Good Deed, which combines great visual effects with high-flying wire work. It captures Elphaba's exhaustion, resolve, and fury. Each of the aforementioned musical numbers earned the applause given, and those aren't the only ones worthy of the applause. Believe you me, there's plenty more and then some. And then some coming in the form of tears. Wicked for Good will hit you in the heart, unlike anything you've seen all year in a commercial movie of this magnitude. All because of John M. Chu and his artists. John M. Chu should be part of the discussion in this year's awards conversations. Well, as should cinematographer Alice Brooks. What she captured is more than mere light. It's elegant and bewitching, beguiling and frightening. She captures both Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo in such fashion as the audience, you feel something without the utterance of a word or even a note in the tune. Oh, as for performances, everybody rises to the occasion. If you love them in Wicked, you'll love them here. I mean, it's crazy to me that Jonathan Bailey as Fiyero is that same guy in Jurassic World Rebirth. Well, now I get how glasses can make Clark Kent look so different. Charming as ever, he can belt out a tune, as can Jeff Goldblum as the Wizard of Oz. I can't come up with a word that combines swarmy and charm, but that's Goldblum's Wizard. I always love seeing Michelle Yeoh. You want to critique her on her singing? Well, good for you. Have that on your conscience. Because she could probably kick your ass. I don't think the character Madame Marble cares whether she can sing or not. She only wants control. She's a bit uppity. What Yeoh can do with a look or a brush away of the hand is far sharper than any note that comes out of her mouth. An aspect I love about reviewing movies are pleasant surprises that happen along the way when watching a movie, especially those that change my perceptions about a performer. In this case, I had no conceptions of Ariana Grande prior to seeing Wicked. All I really knew of her, she was a pretty big pop star. And if you were to play one of her songs, honestly, I would know it. Furthermore, I'm always skeptical when a pop star tries to make that transition from recording studio to the silver screen. Historically, rarely ever does it work. But Ariana Grande, to her credit, proved me wrong in a big screen way. I believe her to be fantastic in Wicked, and even more so in Wicked for Good. I was fortunate enough to hear her speak and see her speak as part of a for-your consideration panel. She was well-spoken, very poised, showed class. I have a newfound respect for Ariana Grande, the artist. She can act. Her comedic timing is spot on, and boy howdy, she can bring on the tears. Not just to her character's eyes, but the audience's. She deserves to be nominated as Best Supporting Actress. She shines in Technicolor glory. And the same goes for Cynthia Erivo, someone whom I have respected as an actor. Until Wicked, I had no idea, well, that she could sing. But what really solidified me as a fan wasn't the movie. See, she was a guest during Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade a year ago. She was sitting atop in the booth at the end of the parade route, and it was her and the host of the show. The hosts were just yapping away, but Miss Erivo was turned around actually watching the parade. Yeah, she was actually watching the parade, and she was waving to the performers and dancers, and she had this huge smile on her face. It was very infectious. Meanwhile, the hosts were just gabbing away, but not Miss Erivo. She seemed to be loving life just then. Wicked had just come out. It was proving to be a huge hit. It was Thanksgiving time, and she was at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. In that instance, I got a glimpse as to who she is, and that made me smile. Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande together are a dynamic duo. Both on screen, but in real life. And I believe that to be wicked awesome. Together, they have made the movie-going experience wicked good. And Wicked for Good will be wonderful forever. Take your friends, your loved ones, your family, your partner, and a box of tissues, or maybe 2 boxes of tissues. Wicked for Good's timeless themes of friendship, love, and sacrifice make it a perfect go-to for your holiday viewing. You'll come out with a pep in your step and a song in your heart, and you just might feel good. And I give Wicked for Good 5 stars. Please let me know what you thought of Wicked for Good, and let me know what you thought of Wicked. Did you see the Broadway play? Did you see it on Broadway, or did you see it anywhere else? I saw it out here in Southern California at the Pantages Theater. I had a good time. I am not necessarily a theater person. I know there are some people who love going to the theater. It was a special event for me to do it. I did have a great time. I love the movie-going experience, and I have loved watching Wicked on the big screen. I've since seen Wicked for Good twice. I can share with you. I loved it even more the second time. I could probably squeeze in a third viewing. I want to know your movie-going experience with Wicked. How many times did you see the first movie? How many times do you plan on seeing Wicked for Good? I want to know. I want to know all your Wicked experiences. Thanks for tuning into the Cinescope. I look forward to reading all of your comments. I will have more movies reviews in the days and weeks ahead. We are into that mighty, ever important award season. Again, I appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you had a wicked good time. Take care. Bye.